So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're going to be uploading some Black Ops Cold War. We're finally in the beta. I decided to not upload in the alpha, but I thought, you know, why not put like 1 to 2 videos out in the beta, man? You know, we're just going to get a head start on Black Ops Cold War, and I want to make a settings video right off the rip because I know there's probably going to be some people out there that are a little bit confused on the settings right now, as well as there is one feature that just got added to console, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably are not aware of that if you don't use like Twitter or Instagram or anything that like really involves Call of Duty like behind the scenes, and that is FOV, man. It's something that PC players have always had on Call of Duty, and I have so many people down in my comments saying, how do you run so fast? Why do you throw C4 so far? It's not any of that, man. It's simply just because your screen is basically stretched so you have wider surroundings. That's FOV. So there's now an FOV slider in Black Ops Cold War, and pretty much we are going to be going over all of my settings as well as the FOV slider. So if you guys do go on to enjoy this video and want more Black Ops Cold War content, be sure to hit that like button, man. Let's shoot for 300 likes on today's video. Here's the post notification shout out up on the screen. If you guys do want to win one in a future video, be sure to hit the sub button, turn the post notification bell, and once you guys are finished, comment down below hashtag BellGang to get a shout out in a future video, man. And with that being said, let's jump into all of my Black Ops Cold War settings, including the FOV slider. So let's get straight into it. All right, so starting off on my controller settings real quickly, one thing that I do want to say is that this layout of the settings probably looks very familiar, and that's because it is actually almost identical to what you would see on Modern Warfare. They're starting to make things a little bit more identical, I think, just so there isn't any confusion. So they pretty much have a lot of the same settings in Modern Warfare. So if you see any like similarities between Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare, that's why they have a lot of the same like settings right now in the beta, and they actually added a lot of things in the beta from the alpha. So I'm actually very excited about that. So starting off on my controller settings, I have a 6.6 sensitivity. A lot of these are just copy and pasted from what I currently run in Modern Warfare. So with that being said, I run a 6.6 sensitivity. Transferring over from Modern Warfare to Black Ops Cold War, I still see it as a very balanced sensitivity. I might change it here and there throughout the game, but as of right now, there's really no point of like messing around with it too much because we're not even in the full game, and more than likely they're gonna tweak like how the sensitivities actually work and add more options for it. So right now, pretty much all of my settings are just copied and pasted from Modern Warfare to Black Ops Cold War. So 6.6 sensitivity, 0.90 ADS, which is what I have in Modern Warfare. Default button layout because I run a SCUF controller. I don't have my bumpers and triggers flipped. Those are all on default. Invert vertical look is disabled. Controller vibration is disabled. We can have this argument for, you know, days, man. There's been so many people that are like, controller vibration is better, but then there's also, you know, I'd say probably the vast majority of people that say controller vibration is bad, and I personally agree with them because there's no point of controller vibration. Let's be honest. What does it actually do for you besides like give you, I guess, maybe more realistic like gameplay? That's really about it. But when it comes to like being skilled and actually winning gunfights and stuff like that, you're putting that on the line because controller vibration can really mess up your shot because of those vibrations that mess up your like pinpoint accuracy. So that's why I have controller vibration off, and I've had it off for years now, man. I made the decision to switch it off, and I just kind of stuck with it ever since because it's so much better in my personal opinion. To be honest with you, man, I'm not really that familiar with what this actually is quite yet, slowdown and strafing aim assist, but I just have it enabled because when you're strafing and stuff like that, you're gonna need aim assist. It's gonna help you a lot. So just by judging off the name, I'm sure it's probably the best idea to have it enabled. I actually don't even think I changed many of these settings right here. If any of these are different, then I might have changed a few of them. I'm really not too sure, to be honest with you, but hold aim based for all of that. Stick layout is default. Like I said, I'm on a SCUF, so there's no point of changing it. And I have not messed with my dead zone yet at all, man, because I'm definitely gonna need like some sort of, you know, analytical or statistical YouTuber like JGod to explain this, because to be honest with you, man, I personally have no idea how any of this actually works yet. So I'm just leaving this all on default right here. This is all just default from when you get the game. Controller sounds disabled, absolutely no point of having that on. Auto move forward disabled, but I actually have auto sprint enabled. So this is like very similar to Modern Warfare, where you can have auto tac sprint and just regular auto sprint enabled. So this would essentially be like having that on, but in Black Ops Cold War. So it's gonna save you from pressing down your thumbstick every time, and I personally love it just because of the fact that you don't have to keep pressing down and you can just move super smoothly and buttery smooth throughout the map. I love having that enabled. I just have sprint behavior on go to, sprint cancels reload, disabled equipment behavior hold, and that is about it for the controller settings. Now what you guys probably have came here for, which is the graphic settings, man, involving the FOV. So for my colorblind type, I actually have it on Tritnopia. I just wanted to put this on and see what it was like in this game because I have it on in Modern Warfare, to be honest with you, since I've already had it on since I've been playing today. Now the FOV, man, I have it on max 120. Like I said, this is what people are like, yo, how do you run so fast? How do you throw C4 so far? You know, why do you see so much more? And that's because it's a FOV, and they finally brought it to console, man. So I shouldn't see no console players in my comments anymore saying that type of stuff, but you know, we got FOV on console now, which is pretty dope. 120 is the max, and I think in this game and in Modern Warfare 80 is the default. So if you want to go back to console default, put it on 80, but I'm so used to max 120 FOV right now that I just have it on. Brightness, I think I have my brightness on, yeah, 54, and then motion blur disabled. You definitely want this disabled, trust me. Now moving on to the audio settings, we'll go through this real quickly. I just have my master volume on 60 because that's just what works best for me when it comes to my recording softwares and stuff like that, to make sure all my audios are balanced and everything. Music volume is on 0 because I hate hearing the music over and over again, and everything else is pretty much the same besides my audio presets. I actually put this on high boost. I might try bass boost, but the Treyarch mix, it's just like basically the default. But if you want to hear those like little fine sounds like footsteps and stuff like that, people reloading, if they might be camping in a corner and whatnot, bass boost and high boost will be the best for that. But I don't know like the actual difference between them yet, which is why I'm going to test it. So you'll probably hear more about that later when the game actually comes out. Hit marker sound effect definitely on. It's just a thing in Call of Duty. You feel me? You gotta have the hit markers on. And then voice chat, like I didn't change anything. So as far as the interface goes, this is all default as far as I know. I don't think I changed anything right here. And then keyboard and mouse and account network doesn't really matter, man. That has nothing to do with controller settings or, you know, graphic settings. So doesn't really matter with that, man. You guys can leave all that on the same, unless you play keyboard and mouse, and that's really all up to you. But I don't play keyboard and mouse. So yeah, man, that is essentially it for today's video, man. I hope these settings helped you guys out. Let me know how you guys are enjoying the Black Ops Cold War beta so far, man. The first couple of games that I've been playing it, I've noticed that skill-based matchmaking, it's already back in the game, unfortunately. But hey, man, what are you gonna do? It's just Activision. Other than that, though, everything's super good so far. I love the guns, I love the maps, the gameplay's super nice, and that's really all I gotta say, man. Drop a like, let's see if we can get 300 likes. Subscribe if you guys are brand new, turn the post notification bell, and I'm out of here. Peace.